So once again, welcome everyone to the Commodore Stockton and Gene Parker OST.
好，再一次歡迎各位參加Commodore 學校同埋 Gene Parker 學校嘅課外活動班家長會議。
Our agenda for today, we're going to do a little bit of welcome introduction to the schools, talk about what is OST, our health and safety protocols, and then question and answer at the end.
我哋今日會嘅議程咧，包括4項嘅。第一咧就係歡迎啦，第二咧就係簡介乜嘢係課外活動班啦。第三咧就係關於健康同埋安全嘅一啲守則。第四咧就係關一個問答時間。
So I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jenny, and I'm the principal here at Commodore Stockton and Gene Parker OST.
我叫做 Jenny， 我係余校長，我係Commodore Stockton 早期教育校嘅校長，同埋 Gene Parker 課外活動嘅課外活動班嘅校長。
So as I mentioned, I do overlook both schools. So at Commodore Stockton, we have four preschool classrooms, 1 TK classroom, and then we have 6 OST after-school classrooms. Over at Gene Parker, we have 4 OST after-school classrooms.
正如我正話介紹啦，我將會咧負責2間學校嘅一啲嘅活動嘅。咁咧就喺Commodore Stockton 呢個早期教育學校裏邊咧，我哋會有我就係校長咧，我哋有4班學前班，有1班就過渡性幼稚園嘅班房，另外亦都有6班課外活動班嘅。喺 Gene Parker 裏邊咧，我哋嗰個計劃咧，我哋就會有4班課外活動班。
So we're going to talk about what is OST.
跟住落嚟咧，我會介紹一下乜嘢係課外活動班 OST。
So our OST after-school program is run year-round. During the school year, from dismissal time up until 5:45, we provide homework support, physical activity outdoors, and also enrichment instruction.
呢個課外活動班咧，我哋係全年都進行嘅。我哋咧喺呢個課外活動班裏邊咧，我哋會由學校放學開始到下晝5點45分。內容包括咗咧功課輔導支援啦，一啲體育嘅活動啦，同埋一啲增潤嘅課程。
During the summer, spring break, and also Thanksgiving break, we're open a full day from 7:45 to 5:45 p.m. So during that time, we will have some academic instruction, physical activity, and we'll also do some field trips and special projects.
喺夏天、春假同埋個感恩節假期期間咧，課外活動班係仍然進行嘅，就由早上7點45分到下午5點45分。內容咧包括咗咧學術嘅教導啦，體育嘅活動啦，有時會有旅行啦，同埋有啲特別嘅計劃。
We are excited to announce that there will be no family fees for the 2022-2023 school year. We do still have to do recertifications. So if you get a call from Crystal asking you to return any documents, please make sure that you return the documents to the office that requests, because we do need it for funding. So Crystal or Candy might be asking you for documents or recertification.
我咧好高興咧向大家宣布咧喺2023年嘅學年裏邊咧，我哋係唔會收取家庭費用嘅。咁但係咧，我哋仍然需要進行一個資格確認嘅程序嘅。若果我哋辦公室裏邊咧Crystal 小姐同埋Candy 或者 Candy 小姐咧會打電話同你哋聯絡，要求你提供啲文件去證明嘅。我哋需要呢個資格確認嘅過程咧去獲得撥款，可以支持我哋呢個課外活動班嘅。所以當你收到佢哋嘅電話嘅時候咧，請你同我哋合作，盡快提供你哋嘅文件證明俾佢哋。
So here's a sample schedule during the school year. So at dismissal time at 2:55 to 3, we'll pick up your students from the elementary school. From 3 to 3:30, they'll have their snack. From 3:30 to 4:30, they'll be doing their homework or having some enrichment time. And then from 4:30 to 5:45, there'll be outdoor recreation.
呢個咧就係一個基本上我哋課外活動班嘅日程嘅一個範本嚟嘅。咁每日喺2:55或者3點鐘學校放學嘅時候咧，我哋會就去到學校小學度接你哋嘅小朋友，去到佢哋要去嘅校園度參加我哋個課外活動班啦。由3點至3點半咧就會係一個小食嘅時間。3點半至4點半咧就係做功課或者增潤嘅教育時間。咁4點半至5點45分咧就係戶外活動嘅時間嚟嘅。
And then every Wednesday it's early dismissal. So for example, our Gordon J. Lau and Jean Parker, they dismiss at 1:40. For our TK, it dismissed at 1:15. So on those days, we will also pick up your child early and they'll have more time for homework and enrichment.
而每個星期三咧都係會一個短嘅上課日嚟嘅。佢哋會喺Jean Parker 同埋或者 Gordon J. Lau 咧，佢哋嘅放學時間將會1:40。嗰啲過渡性幼稚園咧，嗰個放學時間1:15嘅。咁咧喺呢段時間喺呢一個短嘅上課日裏邊，星期三咧，我哋嘅功課同埋增潤時間會係增加1小時。
So at this time, and for enrollment, Commodore Stockton is completely full, and we have a very large wait list. So if you don't want your spot, please contact office as soon as possible.
喺Commodore Stockton 呢間學校，我哋而家暫時咧呢個課外活動班係全部滿晒㗎啦，同埋咧嗰個校補名單係非常之多人喺上邊嘅。若果你覺得你子女係唔會參加我哋呢個課外活動班嘅話，請你盡快通知我哋，等我哋可以騰空嗰個位置俾輪候人嘅學生。
We are currently enrolling at Jean Parker, but we are giving we're giving priority to Jean Parker students first. And if there's any spots left, we will offer a walking service from Gordon J. Lau to Jean Parker. So if you're interested, you can contact the office and let us know if you want to sign up for this.
而家咧，我哋仲喺 Jean Parker 小學裏邊咧，仲有空位接受報名嘅。我哋嘅政策咧就係首先將嗰個優次俾Jean Parker 嘅學生參加先嘅。但係如果仲有空位嘅話咧，我哋都係歡迎 Gordon J. Lau 嘅學生去到 Jean Parker 嗰度上呢個課外活動班嘅。我哋都會提供有人帶佢哋喺Gordon J. Lau 學校、貴明學校裏邊咧行到去 Jean Parker 學校嘅。咁咧，但係咧，如果你有興趣嘅話咧，盡快同我哋聯絡。
I also wanted to let you know how we prioritize enrollment for OST. So first, we accept all the students that are graduating from Commodore Stockton. So if your child graduated from Commodore Stockton, you automatically get a space in our OST.
我亦都想介紹下咧，我哋咧呢個課外活動計劃裏邊嘅收生嘅優次原則係乜嘢？咁首先咧，我哋會向所有係 Commodore Stockton 呢個學校畢業嘅學生咧有最高嘅優次嘅。我哋首先將佢哋安排進入呢個課外活動。
And then if any students that are transferring from another OST in our school district, so if they're already in OST at our school district, they want to transfer, so they get the second priority.
係第二個優次嘅咧，就係所有聯合校區裏邊已經參加咗聯合校區其他課外活動班嘅學生，而佢要轉過嚟我哋呢度嘅咧，佢哋就會係排第二個優次嘅。
And then the third one is if a student is already attending a pre-K or TK at SFUSD, then they also get a priority if they want to transfer over.
第三個優次咧就係任何已經喺三藩市聯合校區嘅學前班或者過渡性幼稚園裏邊註冊咗嘅學生，佢哋亦都係有第三優次。
And then we will accept students who are attending Gordon J. Lau and Jean Parker. So any new students that are coming in, but they are not from SFUSD, then they get the fourth priority.
如果任何學生新嚟嘅學生，如果佢係嚟自唔係嚟自聯校區，只係嚟自劉桂明小學或者專 Parker 小學咧，佢哋就係第四優次。
And then the fifth priority are siblings. So if anyone has siblings coming to the program, then we give priority to siblings.
第5個優次咧，我哋就係俾兄弟姊妹。如果已經有兄弟姊妹喺呢個課外活動班裏邊咧，我哋有第5優次俾其他嘅兄弟姊妹參加。
And then lastly, we will take the general wait list.
最低嘅優次或者第5項優次咧，就係咧我哋開放俾大眾公眾去排隊。
So as you can see, it is very hard to get into our program, and we usually get full just from the first 3 priorities. And so we do encourage you to apply as soon as possible if you want to come.
你睇到咧，即係其實個優次個都好嚴格下嘅，好多時咧我哋咧就算頭3個優次已經滿晒額㗎啦，所以如果你真係有興趣，請你盡快報名。
So all the OST students have their own contract hours. So we ask that you please follow your assigned contract hours when picking up your child each day.
每一個呢個課外活動班嘅學生咧都有接送嘅時間，個別嘅接送時間嘅。我哋希望家長咧都緊守佢哋定咗嘅接送時間，每日準時嚟接送接學生放學。
If you're running late for any reason, please make sure to call the school to notify us.
如果你知道當日會遲到嘅話，嚟接放學嘅話，請你盡快通知學校，等我哋知道你會遲到。
And then if you need to change your contract hours, please contact our office.
如果你想改變你嗰個接放學嘅時間嘅話咧，請你同我哋辦公室聯絡。
So below are some of the reasons for excused absences. So if your child is sick, or if the parent is sick, if there's a family emergency, or if you want to take vacation, those are excused absences.
我哋咧係有啲合理嘅缺課嘅原因嘅。合乎呢啲缺課原因包括咧就學生病咗啦，家長病咗啦，家庭有緊急嘅事宜咧，或者係放假。
If your child is sick for more than 5 days, we require a doctor's note to return to school.
若果你嘅小朋友咧係病假多過5日嘅話咧，我哋需要佢喺翻嚟嗰陣時咧提供醫生紙證明。
And then each student is allowed 10 school days for vacation. So if you would like to take a vacation, make sure to let the teacher or the office know.
每個學生咧每年會有10日嘅叫做家庭假日嘅放假日期，自選嘅放假日期嘅。如果你大計劃有一個家庭嘅旅行咁樣咧，請你通知我哋學校同埋老師。
Next, we're going to talk about the health and safety.
跟住落嚟咧，我會講少少學校嘅健康同埋安全措施。
So first, I want to talk about the how you can enter the different buildings that we have. At Commodore Stockton, you will enter from the front of the school, the Black Gate on Trenton Street.
跟住我哋咧想介紹一下咧家長或者負責接放學或者接送翻學接放學嘅照顧者係喺邊度進入學校嘅咧？我哋為咗 Commodore Stockton 學校嘅學生咧家長，請你哋喺 Trenton 街一個黑色嗰度閘門度進入學校。
For Gordon J. Lau students, you will enter on the upper yard gate on Washington Street.
如果係劉桂明小學嘅咧，我哋請家長咧喺華盛頓街嗰個上面嗰個操場個入口進入學校。
And then for Gene Parker, you will enter from the front of the school on Broadway Street.
Gene Parker 小學嗰個入口就喺Broadway 百老匯街嘅正門進入。
So at this time, we're not allowing parents and caregivers to go inside the classroom to prevent the spread of germs. So we ask that you pick up either outside the gate or outside the classroom.
喺而家嘅情況之下咧，我哋係唔容許家長或者接放學嘅照顧者咧進入課室嘅，所以咧請你為免散播病菌啊病毒，所以請你哋喺學校嘅建築物或者課室以外等待你哋學生，或者送佢哋返學到嗰度為止。
So here this is the pickup location for Commodore Stockton. You'll see this is the Trenton Street black gate. So when you come in, you can ring the bell here. And so our OST classrooms are located on the 3rd floor, room 5 or room 22. If they're not in there, then they're on the 4th floor rooftop playground.
呢個咧就係 Commodore Stockton 學校喺 Trenton 街嘅入口係嗰個黑色嗰度閘嘅。當你入咗道閘之後咧，你睇到個門嘅右方有一個門鈴嘅，請你按鈴係進入嘅。咁咧喺佢哋通常佢哋咧各個課室都係課室5號課室或者22號課室就會喺3樓嘅，又或者係喺4樓屋頂嗰個操場嗰度。時間係3點30分至5點鐘。
So from 5 to 5:45, the classes will combine and pickup will be in room 5.
喺5點鐘之後到5點9個字嘅期間咧，唔同個班將會集合埋一齊喺5號課室嗰度。
So at Gordon J. Lau, the pickup will be at the Washington Gate. So this is the Washington Gate at 3:30 and 4 o'clock. So please note that you have to be on time because if your contract hour is 3:30, the teachers will bring those students out at 3:30 to get picked up. And then if your contract hour is 4 o'clock, then they'll bring the students out at 4 o'clock for pickup.
呢個咧就係劉桂明小學接放學嘅地點，就係叫做華盛頓街嘅閘口。咁咧就係你哋由於小朋友已經指定咗係接放學嘅時間，因為請你哋準時，因為如果你哋嘅小朋友係被指定3點半放學嘅咧，我哋有老師喺3點半就會帶佢出嚟呢度等你接佢嘅。如果佢哋係4點鐘放學嘅咧，我哋就4點鐘有老師帶佢出嚟等你哋接佢嘅。
And then if your contract hours between 4:30 to 5:45, they will already be in the upper yard here for their outdoor time. And so you can come to the upper yard and pick them up.
嗱，如果你係4點半至5點45分嚟接佢嘅時候咧，你哋嘅子女將會喺呢個圖片嘅右方嗰個上面嗰個操場嗰度做緊戶外活動嘅，請你去到嗰度去接佢哋。
And so we don't have staffing for individual pickup outside of these times. So for example, if you come at 3:45 or if you come at 4:15, then you have to wait for the next pickup time because we don't have enough staff to bring individual students down.
由於我哋咧冇足夠嘅職員咧，係每一個學生咁樣咧去叫佢哋出嚟等你哋接佢放學，所以譬如你係3點45分先至到咧，你可能要等15分鐘到4點鐘先至有職員喺帶你嘅子女出嚟㗎啦。又或者你係4點15分到嘅話，請你亦都要等到夠鐘4點半到先至會有教職員帶你嘅仔女出嚟喺路邊俾你哋接送。
Over at Gene Parker, you'll be picking up outside the classrooms. And so from 3:30 to 4:30, please ring the bell at the front black gate and you will be able to pick them up there. And then from 4:30 to 5:45, you can pick them up in the cafeteria in the side door on the right.
至於 Gene Parker 小學裏邊嗰個接送時間就係咁樣安排嘅。你哋可以喺課室外邊去接佢哋啊，3點半至4點半嘅時間，你哋可以去到課室門口嗰度接你哋嘅仔女嘅。請你喺大門口個黑色嘅道閘，即係而家個照片嘅左手邊，校長用個鼠標喺度指示出嚟嗰道門嗰度進入去，撳門鐘進入。 如果你喺4點半至5點45分去接你哋嘅仔女嘅咧，佢哋將會喺學校嘅小食部餐廳嗰度，就喺呢張照片嘅右手邊嗰個門嗰度，喺嗰度進入去接佢哋。
We were asked to have to please leave the school after pickup time and don't allow your child to play unattended in the Gene Parker yard.
喺你接到你哋子女咧，請你盡快離開學校，唔好俾佢哋喺學校嘅操場裏邊咧係冇人睇住佢嘅情況之下咧喺度玩。
All of our students have to update emergency cards. So we're asking you to please update your emergency cards on the first day of school. As a reminder, only the adults listed on the emergency card may pick up your child.
我哋每年都會更新一次每位小朋友嘅緊急聯絡卡嘅。請你咧喺將接小朋友放學嘅成年人嘅名字，請你填寫喺呢張卡上邊，因為我哋只會容許嗰個名字同呢張卡對應嘅成年人去接你嘅小朋友放學。
And keep in mind that if someone is picking up your child for the first time, or if we don't recognize them, we may ask them for their ID to make sure that we can match it with the name that you put on this emergency card. So make sure that they match.
補充翻正話咧，就係仲有一樣就係請你喺翻學嘅第一日咧就去更新呢一個緊急聯絡卡嘅。另外咧，若果未接送呢位小朋友你嘅子女嘅成年人咧係第一次嚟到，或者我哋唔認得佢嘅咧，我哋會要求佢出示一張有相嘅身份證去證明佢就係呢個緊急聯絡卡上面嘅接送放學嘅人，咁我哋先至會讓你嘅小朋友跟佢離開嘅。
All right, so now we're talking about health and safety. So we understand that the pandemic is not over and that this is not the time to let loose. And so we will continue our efforts in ventilating and keeping our windows open, having air purifiers, sanitizing our toys and surfaces, and then encouraging frequent hand washing.
而家係關於嗰個健康同埋安全嘅一啲要點。我哋知道咧呢個新冠疫情嘅大流行係仲未過去嘅，我哋咧唔係呢個時候可以放鬆去保護我哋嘅學生，所以咧我哋咧會確保我哋嘅課室咧所有窗戶都打開同埋保持空氣流通。每個課室裏邊都會有空氣淨化機，所有課室裏邊嘅玩具同埋台面平面都會經常被清潔。我哋亦都會提醒學生同埋教職員都會經常洗手。
So masks are not required at SFUSD, but we do highly recommend all staff, students, and adults to continue to wear their mask.
三藩市聯合校區咧，再唔要求所有人都佩戴口罩，但係我哋咧強烈推薦各位家長、學生同埋教職員咧盡量佩戴口罩。
We also encourage everyone to get vaccinated. So please try to get vaccinated and also get your booster shot when it's available.
另外咧，我哋都鼓勵所有人咧都去接受呢個疫苗注射或者呢個疫苗嘅加強劑嘅注射。
So before you come to school, we ask that all the staff, students, and families to self-screen themselves at home. So if your child is not feeling well, if they have any symptoms like a fever or chills or cough, or sore throat, etc., then we ask that you leave your child at home.
我哋咧要求咧所有教職員咧、學生同埋屋企人咧都進行自我喺屋企進行自我測試。喺做完自我測試完畢之後，結果係陰性先至返學。若果你喺離開屋企之前發覺你子女有以下嘅症狀或者覺得唔舒服嘅話咧，請你喺過去10日裏邊有咁嘅症狀，請你都唔好讓佢返學，包括咗發燒啦、發冷啦、咳嗽啦、喉嚨痛啦、呼吸急促啦、頭痛啦、作嘔啦，或者肚瀉啦，或者佢哋嘅味覺或者嗅覺有任何改變，都請你喺10日之內有咁嘅症狀都唔好俾佢返學。
So if your child's not feeling well, or if our staff suspects that they have symptoms, we may ask adult to come pick up the child as soon as possible. So please try to have an adult arrive within 1 hour.
若果你嘅子女喺上課期間咧覺得唔舒服，或者我哋嘅教職員認為佢有新冠肺炎嘅症狀嘅話咧，我哋會要求你哋有家人嚟接走你嘅學生。請你安排你哋屋企人咧有一個成年人咧喺1個鐘頭之內嚟到學校接佢離開。
And then if your student tests positive, please notify both the elementary school principal as well as the OST principal immediately.
如果你哋嘅子女喺嗰個快速測試裏邊得出嘅結果係陽性嘅話咧，請你盡快通知小學嘅校長同埋課外活動嘅校長。
So we follow the same protocol as the elementary school. So if the student tests positive, they will stay at home for 5 days. And after 5 days, if they test negative, they can return. But if they still test positive, then they have to wait 10 days before they can return with no symptoms.
我哋咧同小學嘅嗰個新冠疫情嗰個守則係一致嘅，就係話咧，若果小朋友被測試喺個分子測試裏邊得到陽性結果嘅話咧，佢係需要留喺屋企隔離5日。去到第5日，若果嗰個測試去到陰性嘅話咧，咁佢就可以重新返學。但係如果仲係陽性嘅話，佢仲要繼續留喺屋企，直至到第10日。直至佢第10日而又冇任何症狀，咁佢就可以返學啦。
So like I mentioned earlier, parents and caregivers are not allowed in the classroom. We also ask you to try not to stay in the building or at the yard after pickup or drop-off time.
正如我正話已經講過啦，家長同埋照顧者本身咧係唔好容許進入課室嘅，以免散播病菌。同時我哋亦都咧要求大家咧盡快離開，接咗仔女之後盡快離開個走廊或者學校嘅操場，唔好長時間逗留喺裏邊。
We also ask that you keep our schools safe by ensuring that doors close tightly behind you. And then if someone's walking into our building behind you, make sure you know who they are before you let them in.
另外咧，為咗使到學校係一個安全嘅學習環境咧，我哋希望家長出入嗰陣時咧，確保個閘咧喺你入咗嚟或出嚟之後都係關好嘅。咁若果係跟住你入嚟嘅人，你係唔認識或者唔知道佢係嘅，請你都唔好俾佢哋進入。
And then if you see someone or something that seems suspicious, please let us know.
如果你發覺有任何人或者事物有異常嘅或者值得懷疑嘅咧，請你通知我哋。
For parking, so our school does offer a parking permit that you can use to park on Washington Street for 15 minutes during drop-off and pickup time. So if you will be driving, please check in with the office to obtain a parking permit.
若果你係會揸車接或者送學生放學嘅話咧，我哋學校係提供一個短暫嘅停車證俾你嘅。你可以喺華盛頓街嘅一個指定地點咧，可以短暫停車15分鐘，不過都需要有呢一個停車證嘅。如果你需要呢個停車證嘅，請你同我哋辦公室聯絡。
So please be courteous when using the white zone for pickup and drop-off, and remember it's only 15 minutes. 請
各位自律咁去使用呢一個停車時間。呢個為接放學嘅停車地點咧，只係俾你有效咁停車15分鐘嘅啫。
We also remind you to not drive into or park on Trenton Street for the safety of our children and families. Trenton Street is a very busy street. We have a lot of cars and trucks going in and out with deliveries. So it's very important that you do not block or park on Trenton Street.
我哋咧要求大家咧唔好駛入去Trenton 街或者阻住條街，為咗你嘅子女同埋所有學生嘅安全。 Trenton 街一條好繁忙嘅街道啊，有好多車出入，同埋有好多貨車喺度上落貨嘅。所以咧我哋希望大家唔好將架車駛入去 Trenton 街或者喺嗰度泊車。
And then, so again, we ask everyone to please follow the rules. If we notice that you are parking on Washington Street more than 15 minutes, or if you're parking on Trenton Street and we warn you and you continue to do that, we may take away your parking permit.
再重申一次咧，就係咧嗰個泊車嗰個泊車證咧，我哋只係俾你使用15分鐘喺華盛頓街嘅。如果我發覺你哋有違例咁樣去泊車多過15分鐘啦，或者喺 Trenton 街度泊車或者阻住咗個交通嘅話咧，喺經過我哋勸喻之後，你仍然係咁做咧，我哋係可以收翻你嘅泊車證嘅。
And then also I just want to mention that for Gene Parker, there's no parking permit necessary. So in front of the school, there's a white zone, and so we do not offer parking permits for Gene Parker.
喺 Gene Parker 小學前邊咧係有一個白色嘅區段咧係俾你哋泊車接送嘅，所以咧我哋咧喺 Gene Parker 小學係就唔會提供任何泊車證俾啲家長嘅。
Okay, now we're going to talk about our OST classrooms.
跟住落嚟咧，我就會講講我哋課外活動班嘅情況。
So here I wanted to mention that this is the roster for each of our classrooms because the students are moving up into a higher grade, so they might be changing classrooms this year.
呢個咧就係我哋每一班裏邊嗰個名單，但係咧呢個就係未完全定晒，每個學生咧每年咧都會有升班嘅，所以咧每年都會調整嘅。
So first, this is our TK and kindergarten at Commodore Stockton. The teacher is Miss G, the para is Mary, and they will be in room 5. So again, you would enter on Trenton Street for Commodore Stockton.
呢個咧就係過渡性幼稚園同埋幼稚園嘅名單。老師係朱老師，個 para 係 Mary。佢哋個課室將會喺 Commodore Stockton 學校裏邊嘅5號課室。你哋要喺 Trenton 街進入去接佢哋放學。
Our next classroom is our kindergarten and first grade classroom. So we are pending a teacher for this classroom. So Miss Kelly, our previous teacher, has resigned. And so we are hiring. And we do have our para, Miss Kubi. So this is room 22 at Commodore Stockton. And again, you would enter on Trenton Street for pickup.
喺幼稚園同1年班咧，呢個名單裏邊咧，就我哋暫時咧就個老師係未聘請到嘅。之前嗰位老師 Carrie 咧辭職離開咗我哋啦。咁咧助教咧就係Kubi， 咁課室係22號。咁請大家都喺 Trenton 街進入去接你哋嘅子女。
For our first and second grade classroom, we are still hiring for a teacher, but Miss Cindy does have the qualification, so she will be a substitute for our teacher, and we will also have a substitute for the para. This is room A at Gordon J. Lau, and so you would enter on Washington Street for pickup.
1、2年班本身咧，我哋咧有一個Cindy 老師，佢已經有一個資格㗎啦，咁所以佢就會暫代，直至到我哋請到一個比較長久嘅老師。嗰個助教本身我哋仍然係有揾緊人去做嘅。咁個課室咧就喺 Gordon J. Lau 嘅 A 號課室。咁你喺華盛頓街進入去接你嘅子女放學。
Next, we have our second and third grade classroom. So the teacher is Miss Martha, and the para is Miss Annie. So this is room B at Gordon J. Lau, and you would enter on Washington Street for pickup.
2、3年班咧嘅老師就係 Martha 老師，助教係 Annie， 佢哋嘅課室就會喺 Gordon J. Lau 劉桂明小學裏邊嘅 B 號課室。請喺華盛頓街進入去接你哋嘅子女。
For our third and fourth graders, we have Miss Erin and Miss Kitty. So Miss Erin is our teacher. Miss Kitty is our para. This is room C at Gordon J. Lau. and you would enter on Washington Street for pickup.
3、4年班咧嘅老師係 Aaron 老師，佢嘅助教係 Kitty。課室係喺劉桂明小學嘅 C 課室。請喺華盛頓街進入接送你嘅子女。
And then our 4th and 5th graders, our teacher is Miss Liao, our para is Miss Agnes. This is room D at Gordon J. Lau, and you would enter on Washington Street for pickup.
4、5年班嘅老師咧就係Liao 老師，佢嘅助教咧就係 Agnes，佢哋嘅上課嘅課室係 D， 喺劉桂明小學嘅課室 D。請喺華盛頓街進入去接你哋嘅子女。
Over at Jean Parker, room 1, we have our kindergarten and 1st graders. Miss Selena is our teacher. Miss Carmen is our para. And they will be in room 101 at Jean Parker. So you would ring the bell and enter on the front gate for pickup.
喺 Jean Parker 小學裏邊個1同埋 K 嘅班咧，就會喺101課室佢哋嘅老師係 Selena 老師，有個助教 Carmen， 所以請你喺大門口嗰度撳鐘進入個黑色嗰度閘去接你哋嘅子女。
Room 2 is our 1st and 2nd graders. The teacher is Miss Amy. The para is Miss Huang. And this will be in room 200 at Jean Parker. So you would ring the bell and go up to the 2nd floor for room 200.
喺 Jean Parker 小學嘅1、2年班課後活動班咧，佢哋嘅老師就係Amy 老師，亦助教係 Miss 黃老師。咁咧就佢哋嘅課室喺Jean Parker 嘅課室200號。請你喺前門黑色嗰度閘度撳鐘進入去接你嘅仔女。
Room 3 is our 3rd and 4th graders. So we have our teacher, Miss Lily. She is also our lead teacher. And then we have our para, Miss Ivy. They're in room 202 at Jean Parker. So you would ring the bell and enter the front black gate for the 2nd floor for pickup.
Jean Parker 小學嘅3、4年班嘅課外活動班咧，老師係 Lily 老師，咁咧佢有個助教 Ivy， 佢哋嘅課室咧就係 Jean Parker 嘅202號課室。請喺前門黑色嗰度閘嗰度撳鐘進入去接你嘅仔女。
And then room 4, our 5th graders, the teacher is Miss June. She will be in room 301 at Jean Parker. So again, you would ring the bell, enter the front black gate for pickup. And she's on the 3rd floor.
Jean Parker 小學嘅5年班課外活動班咧，就係老師係June 老師，佢哋個課室咧就喺3樓嘅301號室，咁亦都喺前門黑色嗰度閘度撳鐘進入去接你哋嘅子女。
So if you have any questions about the roster or if you missed where your child is supposed to be, reminder this meeting is recorded so you can go back and look at it. Or if you have questions, feel free to contact the office.
如果你喺正話名單裏邊咧揾唔到你子女個名或者睇唔清楚咧，請記住咧呢一個會議嘅係被錄影嘅，你可以翻嚟再睇呢個會議，就睇翻正話嗰啲名單嘅。或者你亦都可以聯絡我哋辦公室去查詢。
I want to talk about some important dates. So our OST program, we usually follow the same holidays as the elementary school, but there are some exceptions.
我哋課外活動班咧，基本上咧同所有其他小學嘅時間係放假時間係一樣，但係有個別例外嘅日期嘅。
So for example, for the fall break, we are open on Monday and Tuesday for the full day. We are closed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for the Thanksgiving holiday.
喺秋假嘅時候咧，我哋星期1、星期2全日都會開嘅。喺星期3開始，星期3、星期4、星期5咧，我哋會喺就住感恩節放假，唔會開嘅。
For winter break, we are closed for 2 weeks, just like elementary school.
喺冬假嘅時候咧，我哋同小學係一樣會關閉2個星期。
For spring break, we are open Monday to Thursday, full day, and we will be closed on Friday for Cesar Chavez holiday.
喺春假時候咧，我哋會係星期一至星期四全日開放嘅。咁咧，但係咧喺星期五咧，我哋會關閉要嚟慶祝Caesar Service 嘅紀念日。
And then for the summer, we are open full day, Monday to Friday.
而暑假咧，我哋係星期一至星期五日全日開放嘅。
Here is some contact information. So at Commodore Stockton, our office is open from 8 to 5:30. You'll see our phone number here and our school email. For Gene Parker, the office is only open from 2 to 5:30. So they're only open in the afternoon. Again, you can see our phone number and email. And then lastly, here is my cell phone number, so the principal's cell phone number.
跟住呢一個幻燈片係個聯絡方法嘅。咁Commodore Stockton 學校咧個辦公室開放時間係每日嘅8點至下晝5點半。學校嘅電話號碼係415-291-7932，跟住落嚟嗰個就係學校嘅電郵。Gene Parker 小學咧，請留意佢哋嘅辦公室開放時間，即係開放下晝2點至5點半鐘，即係開放下晝2點至5點半鐘。學校嘅電話號碼咧係415-291-7967，亦都跟住呢度有佢哋學校嘅電郵地址。校長阿 Jenny 余校長佢嘅手提電話咧就係415-470-6052。
And then I also want to remind you of 2 events coming up. So for Gene Parker, there is a family party going on this Saturday from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock in their yard. So if you're interested, come stop by on Saturday for some games and fun and food. Over at Gordon J. Lau, there is a kindergarten orientation. So that will be on Tuesday, August 16th from 8:30 to 9:30 in the upper yard on Washington Street. And so you can go meet your teachers and then learn more about the school.
呢度咧有2項活動咧，想提醒大家嘅。咁咧喺 Gene Parker 咧小學咧將會有一個Gene Parker 嘅家庭嘅一個聚會。咁咧就係喺8月13號星期六嚟緊呢個禮拜六11點朝頭早11點至中午1點鐘喺嗰個操場嗰度進行。咁咧請你咧歡迎你哋嚟參加玩下遊戲啊、傾下偈啊、分享下食物啊咁樣，同埋咧同其他家長啊、老師聯絡咁樣。Gordon J. Lau 劉桂明嘅有一個幼稚園嘅輔導日，咁係下個禮拜2 8月16號由朝頭早8點半至9點半鐘喺個學校華盛頓街嗰度嘅上面嗰個操場嗰度進行。你可以去到嗰度咧見你哋嘅仔女嘅老師啦，同埋咧認識個學校多啲。
So at this time, this is the end of the presentation. I want to thank everyone for joining me. If you have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. You can raise your hand and we'll try to answer them.